We must take back control of freedom.
Together for managed democracy.
Together for victory.
Together for liberty.
Together for liberty.
Together, they fight for freedom. Will you?
Here are my thoughts on Helldivers 2. I just bought Helldivers 2 during this Steam summer sale, and currently I am loving the experience. Spreading managed democracy to the arachnids, Terminators,
Hasta la vista, baby.
and Tau Empire. Oh wait. Wrong media. I mean Zerg. Terran and Protoss.
My life for ire.
Wait, again? Wrong game? Okay. Repeat. Spreading managed democracy to the Terminids, Automatons, and Illuminate. Helldivers 2 was developed by Arrowhead and published by Sony. It is a third-person shooter video game with real-time war mechanics, where every action you do contributes to the campaign to spread managed democracy. The over-the-top propaganda, similar to Starship Troopers,
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part. I didn't do fucking shit.
is a great game atmosphere. I may be late to the party, but I'm here now spreading democracy and helping with the cause. Helldivers 2 was released back on February 2024 on PlayStation and PC with overwhelmingly positive receptions from gamers. Players are so dedicated with the game, and roleplays during gameplay are common.
We got a pilot titan! Eastbound, 50 meters!
Ooh, Rob! I'm bringing in a 500! Back up!
Copy! Bringing them your
Over
way!
here, you freak!
Now let's go! Is it still?
Another 500.
It's still alive!
Helldivers are spreading managed democracy left and right while chugging alarming amounts of liberty.
Teabag, sugar, kettle on, boil, kettle off, water, stir, ting ting, milk, stir, ting ting, close milk, batch milk, floor milk.
Saying the game was successful is just an understatement. The game was a hit. Every feed that I had is Helldivers 2 at that time, and the momentum seems to be unstoppable. Fans are in love with the game, and the devs are highly regarded in social media. Well, they earned it. They deliver an outstanding game where the recent AAA games were a slop, like Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, or a remaster of a game that was still fresh and considered recently released, like The Last of Us 2 Remaster. It is a shining beacon of hope on a dark black void of space, just like Super Earth. Though, as unstoppable the game seems, everyone was shocked with Sony's sudden announcement.
The Sony-published Helldivers 2 is the best-selling game of the year so far, largely thanks to it launching day and date on PC alongside PS5. But now, PC players are not exactly happy about the news that a PlayStation Network account will be mandatory to continue playing the game on Steam. A statement from Sony Interactive Entertainment posted on the Helldivers 2 Steam page reads, quote, "Attention Helldivers, due to technical issues at the launch of Helldivers 2, we allowed the linking requirements for Steam accounts to a PlayStation Network account to be temporarily optional. That grace period will now expire." It goes on to explain that the primary purpose of linking accounts is to uphold the values of safety and security, and that it'll allow the banning of players that engage in toxic behavior, while also allowing those players that have been banned the right to an appeal. Starting May 6, new Helldivers 2 players on Steam will be required to connect their Steam account to a PSN account. Current Steam players will start to see the mandatory login on May 30th and will be required to have linked accounts by June 4th to continue playing. PSN accounts are totally free to sign up for, but it's still annoying to have one more thing to log into. The lack of PSN connectivity didn't stop millions of PC players from enjoying themselves since the game launched 3 months ago, which kind of deflates the argument that this is totally necessary. Meanwhile, many PC players have been quick to question the safety and security angle on account of Sony's track record for hacks and data breaches. As you might expect, plenty of folks have flocked to social media to air their grievances. On Twitter, Helldivers 2 creative director and Arrowhead Studios CEO Johan Pilestedt linked to PlayStation's customer support site, underlining the fact that this is a Sony decision, not the studio's. Lots of games prompt players to create separate proprietary accounts on their own services in addition to the one that they're using to log into on whatever platform they're playing on, but it's not hard to see why introducing this mandatory policy so far post-launch is making players a little bit upset. We'll keep you posted on future developments.
Sony did the unthinkable and announced that they will require PSN accounts for PlayStation published games, especially the first-party games. This requirement seems to be easy enough, but Sony seems to be forgetting that approximately 118 countries are not supported by PSN. Yes, around 118 countries are affected, and the Steam players count went into a free fall, and it looks like someone rug pulled a cryptocurrency. At this point, I was still thinking of buying the game, and Sony's decision sums up my verdict on not buying the game. I was also interested on getting the PC port of Ghost of Tsushima on Steam, but halted by the same reason, and I hated Sony for that and will probably think over more than usual to buy their games. Their scammy practices backfired, and apparently I'm not the only one in this fight. Multiple gamers united, and especially the Helldivers community fought back. The Steam store page of the game got hit by an Eagle 500kg bomb, and even some from the PR team from Arrowhead also joined the fight and never stopped tweeting propaganda for Super Earth. But even with everyone's unification for the cause, on May 5th, 2024, Sony delisted Helldivers 2 and other PlayStation published games from Steam in 177 countries that wasn't supported by PSN, and also rendered some players unable to play Helldivers 2 that they bought before the PSN requirements. Eventually, Helldivers 2 became playable again to the players that already bought the game before the PSN requirements. They even also lifted the PSN requirements, but PlayStation published games are still delisted on the Steam store for those said unsupported countries. Then, the battle for Super Earth event has begun.
Democracy burns. Super Earth has been invaded. The illuminate scourge lays waste to hallowed ground. Cities in ruins. Families torn apart. Flags disrespectfully soiled. Billions of votes have already been lost. Could this be the end of managed democracy? Not today. Now is the time for full mobilization. Every defender of peace, rally to arms. We will turn our streets into our battlefield, our playgrounds into our theater of war. We will form the clenched fist of democracy and show them what true freedom is. Disciplined, armed, and absolute. Join the fight. Super Earth. needs you.
At this point, I have no way to buy the game. But I still follow Helldivers 2 events every now and then. But for some reason, the Battle for Super Earth just lightened up my gamer mind and wanted to join the campaign to defend Super Earth from the alien threat, the Illuminate. Much later, the unexpected happened. To be honest though, it was pretty expected since the PC market is the biggest video game market next to mobile, and Sony loves money.
Hello, I like money.
What inspired you to build a second Krusty Krab right next door to the original?
Money.
Helldivers 2 and some of the PlayStation published games was released on the Steam store on countries that was not supported by PSN. But still, I haven't bought the game. I just monitored the Steam store on which PlayStation first party games are back in my country, but some of them are still not, like Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
I was also occupied by Elden Ring Night Rain, so please watch my previous video, shameless plug. And then Steam Summer Sale 2025 came.
Summertime. Time to sit back and unwind. With the Steam Summer Sale, for 2 whole weeks you can take a summer stroll around Steam to find discounts on every kind of game imaginable. City builders, action and survival games, games in VR, roguelites, and more. There's other cool stuff too, like summer-themed trading cards, badges, profile backgrounds, plus free daily stickers. Whether it truly is summertime where you are, or not, happy winter Southern Hemisphere. All are welcome to celebrate the 2 weeks of hot deals in the Steam Summer Sale, June 29th through July 13th. See you soon for Steam Sale's new definition of summer badness. See what we did? Eh? No? Okay.
I picked up Helldivers 2 and I loved every single moment of the game. Although CE randos are annoying, but I do play some of it with my friend, and we spread democracy to the automatons and terminids. I haven't really played with the Illuminate since the campaign are focused on the 2 said races. The overwhelming feeling of enemies surrounding you, a starship destroyer on your disposal, spreading explosions whenever you can, while shouting, "Democracy!" with your comrades is a sight to behold. Even though I only have a handful of friends to play with, it's still a great experience. The experience is different from the games I previously played. The atmosphere and community are encouraging and urges you to play along. And roleplay as well. Although there are some fellow Helldivers are not welcoming to everyone. It was announced that Helldivers 2 is coming to Xbox on August.
Freedom. What is it worth? For some, the answer is simple. Everything. As our fiercest foes march towards extinguishing our freedom. Now more than ever, we need more Helldivers. We need more recruits.
Hellpod launch initiated.
Request approved. Deploying reinforcements.
Will you make the ultimate sacrifice? Now is the time to join the Helldivers.
And some PlayStation fanboys are upset and wanted to ruin the others' experience. Sadly, that a small portion of the community is toxic, but there are still more Helldivers who wants to fight back and protect their fellow new Helldivers to get rid of the heretic traitors. Overall, I really love Helldivers 2. Despite having a shitty publisher, they still deliver a great game experience and a very fun game at that. I see now the excitement of players on launch, and hopefully I can play with more folks and spread democracy across the solar system while chilling and drinking liberty. So, what are your experiences with the Helldivers franchise? Either the game or anything? Let me know in the comments below. These are my thoughts on Helldivers 2. Enjoy exploring and have safe travels. My life for Super Earth.
Become a hero. Become a legend. Become a Helldiver.